Hi everyone, Brett back altitude scale modeling with another old school sprue review number 9. This one is the 1970 Plymouth GTX from Monogram. This boxing was 1982, and this is also for the group build of the Unified Scale Automotive Content Creators, which I just joined, because you know I build cars and planes and armor, and I love them all, but I do build cars and I review cars, and I'm excited about this because you know I'm a big Mopar fan since I own a Challenger. Anyway, this I've had for probably 10 years. I bought it for $30 on one of the IPMS national shows I went to. It's been in my stash and it's about time it got built. This is just the standard kit. It's not the one with the big blown engine in it, just the 440. And there's a little bit about the kit there. You can see it's kind of a ragged old boxing. And it's molded in color, so be prepared. It's going to be obnoxious. Instructions and the decals, and not very many decals. I wonder if they were cut off by whoever sold me this kit. Oh well. There you go. Sublime green is what it's molded in. It will not be this color. So, take a look at the body. And the body looks good. Your standard Monogram model kit. I don't know if it comes with a spoiler, but there are. You open the holes for the spoiler if you're going to put it on there, if it comes with one. The engine bay has the battery molded in, the washer molded in, washer fluid molded in, radiator overflow, I'm thinking. And the firewall and some hosing. We'll detail all that up nicely. There is a couple of minor mold lines right there. Nothing really there. This is maybe a little sharp. You can sand it down. But overall, I think the body's very nice. GTX is molded on there. Let's see if we can get some more light on it. Here we go. It was taken off of a sprue at the factory, so you have to clean that up. Body's nice. This kit only has one hood in it because it doesn't have the blown engine in it. So it's going to have the little shaker type hood in it. Plus, it's got nice underhood detail. And look at there. It's got ejector pin marks, but they're very fine. Here. 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 And here. Which will not damage any of the insulation molded into it. Fits beautifully. Right on there. Just like that. And there we have that beautiful GTX body. Let me see if there's some aftermarket decals. So, as I said, I bought this used at a model show, so the bag is open. Hopefully all the parts are in it. And it's all this obnoxious. And sublime green is beautiful on a car. I love it. But on a model kit, if I was going to do it, I want to paint it sublime green. So let me just get rid of this bag. A bunch of loose parts we'll stick over here for now. Nothing left in the bag. Let's start with the interior tub. So, back seat is molded in. It's bench style, but it's designed to look like bucket seats like they all were back then. Big ejector pin marks there, but the seats are going to cover them. They've got carpet texture in there. If you look closely, you've actually got the wood grain texture on the console. Need to paint that up. Dash, very nice, gauges are in there. Here are a couple cylinder heads, and the seats and the seat backs. So you'll need to look and see, did these have shoulder harnesses? And if they did, they were the kind that hung up above the door. We'll have to check that out. Okay. Here we have the underneath, the frame, and the undercarriage. Gas tank molded in, brake lines, fuel lines molded in. And unlike a lot of them, they don't have Revell monogram or monogram molded into there. They've got a copyright and stuff molded into here, and the copyright doesn't have a date, but does say made in the USA. This is part number 27. So, again, classic styling from the old days. Very nice. It's going to fit very good, well on there, I bet. Engine halves. This has the 440 in it. I'm not sure if I'll replace it with the Hemi or leave the 440. But what I have discovered looking back, the 440 was painted in either Hemi orange, which scale finishes Hemi orange, or Dodge blue. I'm going to go with the Hemi orange because I love Hemi orange. So I'm going to wire this up, plumb it up, make it look nice. There's the fan belt in the middle, and the pulleys. Your basic nice engine detail. I'll have to check what color the transmission's supposed to be. Not sure if it's painted orange or not. Here is the rear suspension and the exhaust molded as one, and you have a fan, and you've got a master cylinder, and you have the rear end. It says Plymouth on there nicely. And again, these are just going to fit right under the frame. You paint them however you want. The drive shaft's included. And while we're looking at color parts, some loose ones are the radiator, which is of course nicely detailed. Paint the cap silver. You paint this all probably engine bait or body color. Your front suspension. You've got your wheel backs, your intake manifold, and the part of your hood. I'm not sure if you can have it open or closed, or if you can leave it so it does open or close. We've got a couple more wheel backs. This is your water pump assembly. This is your classic Roadrunner GTX Dodge steering wheel. Exhaust manifold. And probably a radiator hose. Got all those parts, and you've got some chrome here, which is going to have your valve covers, your front end, your mirror, your alternator, your triple carbs, your air cleaner. I wonder if I'm missing an exhaust manifold. I don't see it laying around here anywhere. Check the instructions. I'll probably strip this chrome. It's okay, but it can be better. Your two side mirrors. You can see the rear bumpers cut off of there. This has two rear bumpers in it, and they're different, so I'm going to have to see which one actually goes with it. And this comes with four, probably Goodyear. Yep, Goodyear steel belted radials. And you could actually put that on a tire. Nice tread pattern, not a lot of seam in there. I'm going to wear those down anyway. Four of those. You can see this has the standard Chrysler rims. There's your triple carbs and your valve covers. Not sure what these parts are. They're probably marker lights, I'm thinking. Like I said, your alternator. And I think last are the clear parts, which are bagged separately, and yeah, they're scuffed. Polish them out. There's your headlights, and your side, probably your backup lights. So I polish that out, it'll be fine. Okay, showed you the decals, which is here. I'm sure we'll be able to tell by the instructions if some of them were cut off. Typical old monogram instructions, copyright 1982 on there. Your paint color call out guide. And this is going to have you start with the wheels. You're going to put those on the front suspension parts. Of course, I'd paint all this before I did that. Put that on the frame, then your engine, which should have two exhaust manifolds, and I only see one. So I may be taking one out of a kit or replacing the engine. Just had different versions of the engine. Your basic instructions. Going in there. Body on the bottom. Definitely put some lap belts in there. Okay, those chrome parts were for the taillights. You just need to paint those red. So it's going to be this bumper, not this rear bumper. And then you're putting your rear fascia on, your front fascia on. Oh, the other one's for the front bumper. There you go. Duh. And those are fog lights going in there. And there's your hood. You can either have it flat or open, so you can either glue it open or leave it flat. Master cylinder, air cleaner, radiator hose, your side mirrors. So it is missing this top 440 decal. So I'll either have to find a replacement or paint it on, but it says 446 back on it, so I won't be able to copy that. And that's it. There you go. My kit for the group build. Oh, one last thing. I'm going to be painting it in scale finishes. Plymouth burnt orange, which was one of the 70s colors. K3. You can see that beautiful color. And I'll probably paint the black stripe on there since I won't be able to find it. But I'm going to look. Scale Finish is enamel based. I use it up here all the time. I love this paint. It dries. I can handle the car within a few hours and then let it sit overnight and then polish it up and clear coat it. But I live at 10,000 feet with almost 0% humidity all the time. So things are going to dry faster up here. You need to test yourself how it's going to dry in your humidity and your temperature. So, there you go. Scale Finishes paint, Monogram GTX. I am ready to start this group build. First step for me will be primer in some of these. And for primer, I'm probably going to use, since I'm painting it that color, I'm probably going to primer the body with Mr. Surfacer Pink, because it'll bring out the orange better. And it'll be the first time using this, so I'll let you know how that works out. There you go. Thanks for watching.